Hi, welcome to another core and stretch workout. So how this next 35-ish minutes is going to go down is we are going to do 3 core exercises, and we're going to do them twice, roughly 45 seconds to a minute each, and then following that we're going to go into some gentle stretching. So let's begin by coming to a comfortable seated position, maybe closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. So inhale, exhale, let it go. Inhaling, exhale, last one. Inhale, exhale, release, let it go. Fabulous. All right, we're going to come down onto our back, and our first exercise is going to be a butterfly crunch. So you're going to bring your feet together on your mat, knees are bent, arms by your side, and then we're going to drop those knees out. For this one, your arms can either stay by your side as you crunch, or you can place your hands behind your neck if you need that extra support. So wherever it feels more comfortable. And then we're going to squeeze that belly to come up. Sorry. If you're coming up, if your hands aren't behind your head, they're going to come through center here on your legs. So we'll squeeze the belly to come up, and then we're going to lower back down. Squeeze the belly to come up, lower back down. Beautiful. So what you want to think about here is lifting those shoulder blades nice and high off the mat and really squeezing that belly to get as high as you can, and then coming back down. You don't have to curve the back. You don't have to lift with the back to come up here. It's just that core engagement that's going to bring you up. So really squeeze that core, lower back down. Beautiful. All right. In 10 seconds, you're going to come to the top, belly tight, shoulders lifted. We're going to do a 20 count pulse. You're going to stay with your shoulders lifted off the mat, and we're just going to pulse it out right here. In 3, in 2, and 1. All right. Holding right here. Squeeze. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful work. Inhale. Exhale. Letting it go. All right, second exercise, we're going to do some toe taps. So you can leave your hands either, again, down by your mat, or bring them behind your neck to support you. Your knees are bent to 90 degrees, and we're starting with our core engaged. Our back is flat on our mat. Then we're slowly going to lower one toe down, tap the mat, slowly bring it back up. So your shoulder blades are staying lifted this entire time, and you are nice and controlled in that tapping movement. You want to keep that lower back tight to the mat here. Beautiful. And then you're just breathing. Nice, strong breath here. Fabulous. All right, you've got about 30 more seconds right here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to keep those knees bent to 90 degrees, and we're going to put the legs together. And we're going to do just a little pulse slower. So we're not going to go all the way down. Not much movement at all. We're just going to do a little pulse, keeping that core engaged. So bringing those legs back to center in 3, in 2, and 1. All right, with knees back to center, you're going to do a little drop so you can feel that core engagement. And here we go. We're going to just do smaller drop from here. 20, 19, 18, really little, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Keep that lower back on the mat. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Release. Deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, we're going to do a oblique crunch here. So what I want you to do is keep those knees together. Drop your knees to your left. We're going to go on the right side first. So the knees are stacked. Now you're going to come out, you're going to place those hands behind your neck, and all we're going to do is we're going to crunch up to the side and lower back down. Up and lower. Beautiful. So again, you don't need to go very high here, and I don't want you squeezing or lifting from that neck. You're just using those arms there for support, really thinking about squeezing those obliques to lift you up. Nice work. We're just going to do this side, and we'll hit the other side in our second round. Nothing after this. And by nothing, I just mean nothing fancy that we're gonna add on. We're gonna stay here for 5, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Nice work. All right, let those arms and legs come out to the side. Deep inhale breath here. Exhale. Whew. Let it go. All right, you're gonna roll onto your belly, and we're just gonna do a quick little lower back stretch before we go into our second round of core. So let's place those palms nice and tight in towards those shoulders. In towards that chest rather. And then we're gonna lift the chest off the mat, pressing into your palms. Now I want you to think about using the lower back to lift as you press here. Maybe pressing into the palms, straightening out those arms, coming up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. And wherever you are, press those hips to heels, child's pose. So your knees can be nice and wide like mine, or they can be together. Your arms can be in front of you or by your side. We're just going to take 2 breaths here to reset before we switch sides. Beautiful. All right, gently coming back up. We're going to do that core round one more time. So you're going to come onto your back, and we are going to do that butterfly crunch. So your feet are coming together, your knees are dropping out wide, and your hands can either be behind your neck for support, otherwise they're coming through center. Here we go. Squeeze that core, come up and back down. Beautiful. Nice strong breath here. And again, what we're doing is we're squeezing that core to help lift those shoulder blades off our mat. I don't want you to think about lifting from the shoulders or from the back. You're squeezing the core to initiate that lift here. Beautiful. All right. We got 10 more seconds right here, and then same as last time, we are just going to pulse it out. So you're going to stop at the top with the shoulder blades lifted off the mat, and you are just going to squeeze for a 20 count pulse. We're headed there in 3, in 2, and 1. All right, shoulder blades lift. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Keep breathing. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice work. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, second round, toe taps. So arms again can stay planted on the mat, or you can bring your hands behind your head to support your neck. You lift those knees up, legs are 90 degrees, core is engaged, lower back, no space between your lower back and the mat. We slowly lower one leg down, tap the toes, slowly with control, back up. Now you want to go really slow on this one, finding the control here so you can really feel that core engaged to support you. Beautiful. And shoulder blades are staying nice and lifted. You're not using those hands to pull up on your neck. You're using them to support your neck. Awesome. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop those knees slightly, and then just a little more for a little pulse. In 3, in 2, and 1. Okay, bring those knees to 90, then drop slightly. Just enough so you feel that core engage. Drop a little more, back up. More, back up. That's your pulse. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Squeeze that core. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, last core exercise. We're going to do our left side oblique crunch. So I just got to get turned around. You do not. Same thing. Knees stacking left on top of right. Hands come to support that neck. And we squeeze to come up. Lower back down. Again, doesn't have to be a very big movement here. I just want you thinking about that oblique initiating the movement here. So really squeezing into that side body to lift up that upper body. Beautiful. Breathing here. All right, 30 more seconds. That's it. 30 more seconds. This is your last bit of core. I want you breathing, inhaling, strong exhales. Yes. Beautiful work here, team. All right, last 10 seconds. Squeeze through those final reps. For 3, for 2, and 1. Awesome. Come down, roll back onto your belly. We're going to take a lower back stretch here. So this time we're going to take a Sphinx. I want you to place those elbows right underneath your shoulders. Your forearms are flat on the mat. Feet are relaxed. We're going to inhale and draw that chest forward here as we bring our shoulder blades together on our back. Maybe closing those eyes if that feels nice. This isn't going to look like much to somebody looking on, but you should really feel it. You should feel that lengthening through your back here as you draw those shoulder blades together on your back. Beautiful. All right, one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And release. You're going to press back into those palms. Your hips are coming back to your heels. We're headed back into a child's pose. Your feet, or knees rather, can be together, or they can be nice and wide like mine. Your arms can be forward, or they can be by your side. Beautiful. Now from child's pose, if you're on a mat and you have a bit of a sticky surface, you can do this next one. If you don't, you just want you to stay and rest in child's pose. Otherwise, I want you to start to walk your arms a little bit farther forward. Maybe your hips come off slightly off the mat, and you're going to draw your hips back down towards your heels, but really stick those arms on the mat, planting, and then really think about drawing your hips back with your arms nice and tightly planted here so you can actually really go for that more active stretch through your lats here into your back. So again, you can be in that nice passive child's pose. Otherwise, you're really pressing into your palms here. If you have a nice sticky surface like a mat, and you're really drawing those hips back here so we can really get that stretch through your back. Beautiful. Let's take one last breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Beautiful. Gently make your way from wherever you are up onto your hands and knees. We're going to go into some cat-cow. So you're going to plant those palms underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips and your toes can be tucked or not. And then on our inhale breath, we're just going to draw our chest forward. And on our exhale, we arch that back up like an angry cat. So we're just working here through some back mobility. You've got about 7 to 10 breath cycles here. So you're just going to take your time, working at your own pace here. Whatever feels good for your body. Nice. And if there's somewhere along the way that you find it feels juicy or just want to explore a little further, by all means, stop and explore. We're going to take about 2 more breath cycles here. So continue to inhale and exhale at your own pace. Beautiful. All right, gently making your way back onto your knees. We're going to do one more chest opener. So I get a little bit cut off when I do that. I'm going to show you the back of me. So I'm going to face this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knees hip width apart. You're going to place those palms just above your butt here. You're going to press forward and think about lifting through the chest. So hips come forward, chest lifts, And you can either stay right here if this is a really good stretch for you. Otherwise, you can think about bringing those palms down, maybe grabbing onto your heels. If you're here, I want you to think more about bringing that chest forward. And again, hips are forward, chest is lifted. Beautiful arch here. Stretching out that chest. Inhaling, exhaling. And if your hands are on your heels, gently return them to above your butt. Gently make your way back up and release. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go down into a squat. So just step up for a second. Bring your feet nice and wide. Bring your arms above your head. And slowly lower down. So we're going to take those elbows nice and wide to the inside of our thighs here. And you're going to think about drawing back here, keeping that chest lifted. Now, if you have some pillows or some blocks handy and this is a little bit too intense, just place those pillows or those yoga blocks right under your butt, and that's going to help here. Otherwise, just sinking into this inner thigh opener. Beautiful. Maybe closing those eyes if that feels good. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. All right, from here, you're going to gently place those palms down, come to standing, and then think about just bending one knee and then the other just to release, maybe waving those arms back and forth. And let's slowly roll back up to standing, thinking about stacking one vertebra at a time. Maybe roll those shoulders back for a second. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come back down to our mat, and we're just going to do a single leg stretch at a time. So let's just take our right leg forward first, and you're going to take your left leg, you're going to bring it to 90 degrees behind you. We're going to lift up that left arm, and we're just going to cross over and maybe grab the outside of that right foot. If that doesn't work for you, that's okay. You can hold on to wherever it does work for you, maybe outside of your shin or your ankle. Again, if you have some blocks or some pillows, you can use them. And just gently lengthening forward here. So we're in a nice lengthening, and we're also in a twist. So I just want you to relax into wherever it is. If you want to use your backhand to help keep that back nice and straight here, you can do that as well. And then just begin to gently sink into this stretch here. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Thinking about maybe going a little bit deeper with each passing breath. Beautiful. So I want you to gently release that left hand on your right foot. You're going to come up. You're just going to do a nice little twist over to your left side. It's a little counter twist here. And then from here, we're just going to lengthen forward. So just bring those arms up and then slowly lengthen forward over that right leg. So we're not twisting this time. This time we have both arms, and maybe you can grab onto that foot. Again, I want you to still think about lengthening that back and keeping it nice and straight as you come down. So if it doesn't work for you to touch your feet, again, you can rest them on the mat or your ankle or your shin, wherever it makes sense for you to rest, using blocks here if you need to. Support yourself as much as is needed. But this time, we're not twisting, we're just lengthening over that right leg. We're just going to hold here
lengthening for a few more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Gently release that leg wherever you're holding on to. Come up, and we're just going to switch sides. So you're just going to bring that left leg forward now. Right leg's going to come behind you at that 90 degrees. And we're going to go for that twist first. So we're going to take that right hand. We're going to gently come forward, and we're either going to grab the outside of the left foot or the ankle or the shin or wherever it makes sense for your body. And again, you can use that left hand here to help support you, maybe resting that elbow down, whatever works for your body. So this first one, we're twisting and lengthening. So again, I still want you to think about keeping that back long and straight here. And again, it doesn't matter how far down you come forward or what you're holding on to. We're just getting that nice twist and that nice stretch through the back of that left leg here. So again, just settling in a little deeper with each breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Gently release. Slowly make your way back up. And we're just going to do a little counter twist here. So I want you to just twist gently to the right. Beautiful. And then come back. We're going to lengthen straight over that leg. So I just want you to lift those arms into the air. Chest gently comes forward, reaching. Maybe you can grab the outside of your feet. Maybe it's your ankle or your shin. And once again, we're just lengthening forward here. Thinking about getting that beautiful stretch to the back of our left leg. And settling into the spot that works for your body here. And just continuing to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath right here, lengthening through this left side. Inhale. Exhale. Letting it go. Gently release whatever you're holding onto and slowly roll yourself back up. Beautiful. All right, from here we're going to just take out both those legs, give them a nice gentle shake. And we're going to come into a quadricep stretch. So you're going to come to the front of your mat and you're going to bring your knees mat width apart. And your feet are going to come to the outside of your hips. From here, you're going to just shove that booty forward and gently make your way back. Now maybe right here on your forearms is as far as you can go. Maybe just up here on your palms is as far as you can go. Or maybe you're able to come all the way down to your mat. Again, it does not matter how far you go. I want you to think about getting that beautiful lengthening through your quadriceps, those thigh muscles. So if this feels too intense for your knees here, you're just going to take this one leg at a time. And that's going to look like so. Right hand underneath forehead, left hand grabs left ankle, pull it in. You're going to take this stretch one leg at a time. Now, I suggest, if it works for your body, for the purposes of this video here, to do saddle, just because you're going to get a little bit longer in it, which means you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch. But again, if this saddle, what I'm in right now, does not work for your body, you're just going to do that single leg quadricep stretch that I just showed you. So wherever you are, you're just going to settle in and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Noticing if your body's holding any tension anywhere and letting it go. Allowing yourself to sink
just a little bit deeper with each passing breath. So if you're holding on one leg, you can switch sides. If you're in saddle, you're just going to continue to be right here. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, saddle can be a bit of an awkward position. Our quadriceps are really big muscles. We rely on them a lot, and so it's easy for them to get tight, but we also probably don't do much posing or stretching that actually helps to lengthen them or stretch them out. So you might find it a little bit awkward to be in here now, but I want you to settle into that awkwardness, that comfortable discomfort, noticing the difference between just being like, ugh, and actual pain. We're going to take about 3 more breath cycles right here. Beautiful. So for wherever you are, you're going to gently, slowly make your way back up, and you're going to need in a tabletop, either on hands and knees or in downward dog in a nice inverted V. So in tabletop, you're just going to take one leg and then the other and shake them out. In downward dog, you're going to really press into those palms, hips are lifted. And think about just pedaling out one leg at a time here to release out that fresh blood. And then we're going to go into a hip opener. So we're going to bring our right leg into the air, and we're going to bring our right knee to our right wrist. We're going to bring our hips forward and square with the front of our mat, and then we're just going to gently make our way over that right leg using your palms, pillows, or blocks if your forehead doesn't touch the mat. If this does not feel good for your body, you can come to your back and you're going to take thread the needle. You're just going to cross your right ankle over your left knee, grab onto the left shin or thigh, and just pull it nice and close towards your body, and you'll get your hip opener this way. So I'm going to come back to pigeon, but you're going to be in whatever variation makes the most sense for your body, and you're just going to sink in here. So allowing that weight to find equal distribution. If you're in pigeon, sinking a little deeper. If you're in thread the needle, maybe as you relax a little bit more, you're able to pull that thigh just a little bit closer towards you. Let's finish up on this side with one more breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And then from wherever you are, you're just going to press yourself once more into that tabletop on hands and knees or back into a downward dog. So if you're in tabletop this time, you're going to focus out, shaking out that right leg here. If you're in downward dog, you're once again just going to take your time pedaling one knee and then the other. And then we're going to switch sides. Left leg comes into the air, left knee to left wrist, squaring it up. So your shin is in a comfortable alignment here, and you are square to the front of that mat. And then gently making your way forward using blocks, hands, or wrists if your head doesn't touch the mat. Now again, if you weren't thread the needle last time, you're just going to switch sides, this time crossing that left ankle over that right knee, going for that left hip opening here. And again, wherever you're finding yourself, relaxing into it here. Allowing that body to sink maybe just a little bit deeper with each passing breath.
here and thread the needle. Maybe as you sink a little deeper, you're able to bring that left thigh just a little bit closer towards you. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here on this left side. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then once more, gently making your way last time through either a tabletop or a downward dog. So if you're in tabletop, this time you're just giving that left leg a nice gentle shake out. If you're in downward dog, you're just taking a second to pedal one leg and then the other. And then from here, we're just going to gently make our way through onto our back. So coming onto your back, you're going to find a nice corpse pose. So those arms and legs are just going to come out to the side. You're going to close your eyes and you're just going to allow your body to sink deep into that mat. We're going to take one more breath here together. Inhale. Exhale. We're just going to finish with a final moment of stillness, an opportunity for your body to just absorb all the work you just did. Before we finish our time here together, I'm going to offer up a moment for you to observe gratitude. Gratitude for whatever you like, but I think especially now more than ever, it's so important to remind ourselves regularly what it is that we're grateful for. So I offer you the opportunity right now. You can choose to finish out staying exactly where you are. Otherwise, you can slowly, gently make your way back up to any comfortable seated position to finish here. That's all for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me. Again, putting content here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and hopefully you're able to find that playlist to join along. Until next time, be well, peace and love.